Thursday, January 8th, meeting of the York City Historical Architectural Review Board. Call to order. No skiing. Zumbrun.
Here.
Schurmeyer.
Here.
No McLean Gross. Gifford.
Here.
No O'Brien and no Santiago. Has everybody who was at the last meeting reviewed the lengthy minutes? And have you found any errors or omissions? I actually read them.
I read them, but I wasn't here, so I can't comment.
Oh.
Don't everybody speak at once. I'll move that we approve the minutes as submitted.
Yeah, I'll second.
They've been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? If not, I call for a vote. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
We have no unfinished business. We're going to do the election of officers at the end of the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. First case tonight, 209 East Philadelphia Street.
How are you?
Great.
So we failed a rental inspection there. So we were going to, and we didn't realize it was in the historic district, and we were installing vinyl siding up. So we saw two houses next to it that were done, so we're just trying to get it approved to continue in the process, because we're still on a hold because of, getting it approved.
We never approve vinyl siding
So,
on the fronts
no?
of houses in the
Okay.
historic district.
Yeah,
Right.
if other ones have done it, they've done it without approval and nobody's enforced it.
Okay.
We have compromised going back a long time ago, especially houses on Penn Street, things like that, where we've approved vinyl on the sides and rears, but the front, ideally some other material, fiber cement, something like that. So that either fiber cement or composite would be what we'd rather see on the front.
What would you rather see?
Either fiber cement siding or composite siding.
So right now it has wood, correct?
Yeah, so it's wood. It's a wood siding. There was a lot of deteriorating rotten wood on it. We failed the rental, licensing the TOI for it. So the gentleman that was running the project didn't look into it. So he had already got the side and the rear done. Like the vinyl siding is completely done on the side of the building. We were working on the front, and that's when we were stopped by you guys, or one of the patrols, and said, hey, look, this is in the HARB area, and we got to stop. So and at that time, that's when I came to put the paperwork in and stuff like that. So I guess my question is too is, with the sides already being done, I mean, can that stay in place?
The back and the side?
Yeah.
Yes.
So and what I guess the option is to do the composite or the fiber cement for the front. Is that what you guys would rather have us do, or I mean, can we get approval for the vinyl to blend that in?
And I think I would argue that the only exposed side is the west side.
Yes.
And it doesn't look like it's really visible.
East side. East side.
Okay, you're on the other side of the street. Okay, yeah, because I can't really tell. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I mean, it's close up to the house next to it.
Yeah, there's not much of an grocery alley there, so it's pretty tight.
Okay, I see. I'm looking at the wrong house. Sorry. Yeah, there's 209. And I see. Yeah, it's a little taller than the other house, but yeah, it is close to the front corner, but a lot of it is not visible. I mean, I don't know how the board feels, but I would be fine if there was another alternative material in the front. And we let the sides.
I mean, if you carefully remove it, you can use it somewhere else, right?
We can. Unfortunately, I mean, it's going to cost us to remove it, and we were,
What's the material on 207? Is that a vinyl or is that a composite?
vinyl.
That is vinyl.
Yeah.
Okay, it's hard to tell. I think I would be fine if you would use a fiber cement or a composite siding on the front, and then that we allow the vinyl siding to remain on the sides and rear
Okay.
due to limited visibility. I don't know how the rest of the board feels about that.
And you also have wrap all windowsills.
Yes.
No.
That's a big no-no.
Okay.
And we can send you photos of wrapped windowsills that continue to rot behind the wrapping and then like fall off. So, Dennis used to photograph them and send them to us.
So the windows, we're gonna have to redo the windows. Essentially, is that what you're saying? Because they're already wrapped.
Yeah, you want again if the wood is deteriorated and can't be restored, we would accept a composite material for the sills.
Okay.
But no wrapping of the wood, because the wood will continue to deteriorate behind the wrapping.
Okay.
Yeah, it will still allow water and traffic. Actually,
No, yeah.
hasten it. Yeah.
No, what about the fascia?
Same thing, replace it with either, if not wood, which probably isn't recommended anymore as far as not being able to, not having the longevity, again, it's a composite material.
Okay.
So do you have a map of the historic district at your office?
We do. Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We do.
Yeah, just, consult it. You'll be able to figure out where you're.
No, yeah.
All right. Nobody's gonna move.
Are the gutters and downspouts not being affected?
No. Gutters and downspouts are okay. We're not,
And your dormers, window sash, things like that, you're leaving as is right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move we accept the application with the following
Amendment?
revisions. Amendment. The deteriorated wood siding on the front to be replaced with a fiber cement or composite lap siding material, similar exposure. That the vinyl siding on the east side.
Yep.
And the rear be allowed to be maintained due to limited visibility. That windowsills, trim, fascia, crown molding be replaced with a composite material. Similar dimension and profile.
As a point of specificity, a product like AZIC is a polymer resin, not a composite, right?
Right.
So we would also allow the use
Yeah,
of a material like AZIC
AZIC
for
or similar. Yeah, I
for
kind of
your-
lump that in with the composites,
Yeah.
but it's probably technically not.
not a composite.
I don't know, Blake, is AZIC a composite?
I mean, depending on who you're talking to. I've
Yeah,
called ASIC a
it's
composite
hard to-
before.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know where Master Spec has it. I'd have to look that
Yeah.
up.
yeah.
Probably under wooden plastics or wooden, yeah, probably under the same division.
Okay, you made a motion.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? If not, I call for a vote. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Next case tonight, 308 South George Street.
Hi there, my name is Dan Gibson. We're working at 308 South George, submitted for permits, we also did our drawings. We just bought this property from the RDA. We did a stabilization project for them, stabilize it. I believe the roof was probably in the basement for a couple years. The roof has already been replaced, so that was done probably about a year ago, I think. I am in the process of getting things submitted here to start working. So on the exterior, the windows are currently a 6/1 pattern. I'm going to go back with that same style of window. I was planning on doing an Anderson 100 window as a FiberX, which is a composite style window. We had that same window approved for another project a few months ago at 631 Cleveland. I do have some, not much spec sheet. If you want spec sheet, I can get you some information, not a lot, but it's an Anderson 100. I would like to put in a single hung window if possible to save on cost.
Yeah, there's no.
You don't care about that?
Yeah,
Single, double hung?
there's visually no difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing there. I could show you a couple pictures if I can approach. On the front door above the garage, the front door, that's all wood. Our plan is to just scrape and paint all that.
We have those too.
You do? Okay. Well, I took this picture, and I actually took that picture. I wanted you to see the trim that's up here is all wood. I'm just going to scrape and paint that. If there's any rotten wood, I used to take everything to Nick Wickstrom, but he retired. I found a guy over in Dover does the same thing for me. I'll take a sample to him. I can't tell you what profile that is, but if I do need to replace some, which I do, there's a little bit of a crown here. You can see there's no evidence of corbels on there, so it's really just flat. It's basically flat work, a little bit of crown, and anything I replace, I'll just have rebuilt in wood, scrape and paint. I'll also look to Google Street View a few years ago. There was a half brown gutter, so I'll put painted half brown gutter on the front. And then on that front porch there, like I said, there's a slate tile. I'll leave those slate tiles on there. There's some brick repairs to do.
Nothing changes with the overhang or the brackets or anything? Okay.
The brick on the chimney needs repointed. It's in pretty bad shape. The left side of the building, right now, 310, we own that property as well. We'll be submitting for, I think, apartments on that at some point here soon. Joe did finish those drawings. I'm not sure if he submitted those for permit yet or not. My point in telling you that is that will breezeway, that there will be a house there again. I would like to just put a vinyl window on the side windows and the back instead of a composite window. You're not going to see, right now you can see it. There's only like 4 windows on the side. On the back there's a couple you can see as well. At some point there will be apartments. I would really like to, again, save on cost. I'm talking about $300 to $400 per window. To put a vinyl versus a composite. So that's kind of my ask there. I don't know.
We've allowed that on the sides and rears before. I don't know how Crump Board feels about it, but we've allowed it.
And your mason knows what kind of mortar to use on old bricks?
I didn't ask that question. He worked for Tate Myers for many, like 25 years. I can ask him that question. I did tell him I needed samples. We wanted to do 3 or 4
It
samples.
needs to be a high line mortar. A high line mortar.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to find it probably at Lowe's.
No, I think he gets everything from
Sherman Street.
yeah, there or the place over in Dallastown. I can't remember. They changed names now. I can't remember any names.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure where he gets his material, to be honest. So just a high line mortar.
Yeah.
Okay.
High line, low Portland cement. Yeah. Because if you don't do that, it'll spoil the brick.
Yeah, the mortar is interesting on the front. It actually sets back in about a 1/2 inch. the brick is staying proud of the mortar at least half, maybe even more,
Mm-hmm.
a good bit. I do need to do some repointing in the front here. I might repoint the whole front of the house so it all the mortar looks the same color, because I don't want that splotchy look. It's kind of a nice area. We're trying to make it look nice. We don't want to do a poor mortar job on that. We want it to look good. So.
And are you putting in a new panel door at the front?
No, the door's in good shape. There is a crack in it down here.
Okay.
I think I can have that repaired. In the past, when I've done another company I worked for, we did a lot of historic restoration work. I used to take my doors to Nick Wickstrom. Again, I got another guy that does it for me in Dover.
Mm-hmm.
I think that door is savable. The door that goes into the kitchen in the back, I actually don't know what that door looks like because there's plywood on both sides of it.
Yeah. Tied to the L.
Yeah, just to keep people out of there. I don't know what that door is.
Yeah, I don't think that matters.
It's just a standard wood door. If you don't care, I would definitely have to replace that for you.
Mhm.
I'm sure that I would just do like a half-light standard steel or wood door or composite, not wood. I can do that, right? But I have to do wood. Composite.
No, composite's fine.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, particularly for that side. It's pretty much a rear facing.
What are they doing? What are you doing as far as, I'm trying to figure it out from the plans, as far as the missing balcony? Are you reconstructing that?
Yep, we're gonna rebuild that. Yep.
Okay, because I don't see any elevation of it, so, unless I'm missing it. What are you doing for the railing?
Sure. We have elevation on that or not?
Yeah, it would be on the second floor plan. It's the only place you can see it, I think.
Yeah,
We have these things on.
yeah. I just don't think, I see the balcony there, I don't think there's a railing, it's in fine print down here.
Would that would be something you want me to return another date with or have like a example? I could do a Google Street View and get that back alleyway. I went back like I think it was like 4 years available. It was pretty grown up and plywood looking. I don't know if I go back a few years if I see something.
Well, and I don't know how much of the original historic balcony is actually available even a few years, even 5-10 years ago. I don't know how much that would be, There was a lot of stuff done to the back of that building.
I'm trying to look here. I had brought it to the meeting, the last meeting, and we gave it to the, I'm assuming these numbers here are correct. But what we prefer for the railings is used to be molding millwork, but Metri has the profiles. And I think I had the little profile sample I brought along. And provided these numbers I gave are correct, I don't know without having it in front of me. The rail cap would be yeah, I think John H. Myers sells it. I think the company's Metri now, M-E-T-R-I-E.
Yep.
It was a number 8840 PF rail cap, an 8841 base rail, and 1.25 inch square balusters.
So this is on our permit once we receive it? Is this
Well, this is for the previous case that was doing the same kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can, I might be able to.
Would I be able to take a picture of that with my phone?
Yeah, you can take a picture of that. Let me see if I can, I don't know if I can find real quick.
And just some square balusters.
Yeah, 1.25 inch square balusters. If I had a profile of it. For historic masonry, silk wrapping, porch railings, there we go. Okay, there is your, 8840 PF and 8841 PF. There's your base rail and your rail cap.
Okay.
Something similar to
That's
that.
pretty basic.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but all basic, nothing fancy.
Okay.
And then I think the 1.25 inch square balusters is what fit with that.
Okay.
And we accept that in those profiles in a composite material too, or whatever. They don't have to be wood. I know they used to sell them in composites.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we approve the application as submitted with the additional requirement for the railing and cap as discussed.
Okay,
I'll second.
I've got all that.
Good.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? If not, I call for a vote. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye. Thank you.
if you see Joe, tell him that he had called me about this case, and I realized on my way over this afternoon, or this evening, I forgot to call him. Tell him it was all gonna be good anyway, so.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Tell him I apologize.
Thank you.
Election of officers. Please step forward.
I move that Dennis Kunkel serve another year as the chair of the Historic Architectural Review Board for York.
Has it really been a year?
That's what I said. It's a mistake.
We can always vote somebody that, I tell the story, like one of my early meetings when I was still an alternate, Dick Bono was a member that missed the first meeting of the year, and so we voted him chair.
Yeah.
I think that was the last year he was on it,
Yeah,
so.
that's right. I remember that.
So we could vote somebody who's not here, but no, I will second it for Dennis, provided there's no objections.
And I don't know how this goes.
So you have a motion, you have a second, and now you can call for a vote on the
Okay.
motion for your continued
I call for a
service as
vote
chair.
on the motion for me to continue being chairman. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Vice chair,
That's currently Craig, right?
Yeah, that's me. Would
I nominate Craig.
anyone else like to? Yes, okay.
Craig's been nominated.
I'll
Um,
second.
It's been, and
I guess we
seconded.
can't, Blake, you're technically a alternate, right?
I'm limited in my capacity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all those in favor of Craig being vice chair again indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. You could make Blake sergeant at arms.
That was one of the things that I believed was talked about for the two city council members here. I believe back when Genevieve Ray and Cameron Texter were on council, and they were looking at, it was after the 2001 revisions to the ordinance, but it was, you know, late 2000, the late first decade of the 2000s. They were looking at some more tweaks to the ordinance, and I think the elimination of the alternate positions, just having all regular members, was one of the things they talked about. Because the alternate concept doesn't work all that well. So, for this kind of situation, so, yeah. So, anyway, we ever get that far, you got a lot else on your plate before you would.
My shoulders are broad.
Okay, we're adjourned.
Sounds
Hey.
good.
Thanks, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you. See everybody in 2 weeks.
You want to see my new knee? It's kind of like carpentry.
I've seen him.
See on the scene.
That is a tree of life, okay?
Yeah.
We're talking 4 feet by 4 feet, gigantic.